Daniel Blair and his Main Event Moto podcast, part of the Racer X podcast network. First, a word from some sponsors. Air Medcare Network. What if you're hospitalized with an injury far from home? You'd want to recover close to family and friends, and with an Air Medcare Network Fly You Home membership, you'll have control of where you're treated. You'll be transported to your local hospital of choice with no out-of-pocket cost, and you can now save $10 with the offer code 10MOTO. That's 10MOTO. Visit airmedcarenetwork.com/RacerX offer 1. That's the number 1 to get that $10 off your membership. Essentially, it allows you, if you get injured at a race and you're not close to home, you can get flown back to where you live so you can work out of a hospital that's local, which is a lot more convenient for family and friends. Also by Maxxis Tires. You already know that Maxxis delivers the best tires for your bike, but did you know that Maxxis also offers high-quality tires for your car, light truck, trailer, ATV, mountain bike, and much, much more? Maxxis Tires will let you hook up, pull the whole shot, and beat your competition in any terrain or conditions. Just ask the king, Jeremy McGrath. To learn more, go to Maxxis, MAXXIS.com. And this podcast is sponsored by ETS Racing Fuels. With unmatched consistency and performance, ETS powers some of the most winning teams in motocross and supercross. You already know the riders and the team, but you probably don't know the fuel. Why? Because champions don't give away their secrets. But now with ETS's new online ordering system, you can have ETS Racing Fuel delivered right to your door, your shop, or the racetrack. So it's easier than ever to get ETS's championship-winning performance in your tank, whether you're racing 2 strokes or 4 strokes, 2 wheels or 4 wheels. Go to ETSRacingFuels.com and you will have your own winning secret to keep. ETS Racing Fuels, the most winning fuel you've never heard of. And now, on with the show.
You're listening to the Main Event Moto podcast.
Well, what's up, Motoheads? Welcome to episode 153 of the Main Event Moto podcast. Huge shout out to Fly Racing, Mika Metals, No Toil, EMT Racing, Viral Moto, and All Me Creations. Vincent, what's up?
What up, dude?
I'm producer Daniel. Producer Joe is in a world of hurt. He is sick. He's inside. He can't come out. He says he misses you all. He loves you all, but no bueno. So I'm the producer.
I'm sick too.
You're in my chair. I'm in his chair. How do I look? Do I look as cool as Joe or nah?
Yeah, you do.
I need a Raider hat. If I had a Raider hat, I'd be cool. And you don't get an intro this week because I don't know how to do that.
I have a self-inflicted sickness, though.
Why?
I'm just hungover.
Yeah, rough night. You're your problem, though. You're the one that wanted to bring the wives.
Yeah, I know.
Well, actually, it's Eric Nye's fault. Eric Nye decides, hey, let's bring the wives, and then they ruin everything. Got kicked out of the bar last night thanks to mine.
I probably would have raged just as hard, though.
Probably a little harder.
Someone started the night out with Red Bull vodka. I was like, I feel pretty tired, man. I've had a long weekend. And like, oh, let's just get you going. And 5 of them later, I'm sitting here making new dance moves.
New ones,
right
yeah.
next to the 7-time.
Oh, the King!
The King was there.
The King was in the bar last night. He actually said something to me pretty cool last night that I'll just keep to myself, but I'm very happy about it.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll go from there. Anyways, huge shout out also to motosport.com, All-American Chevy of Killeen, screen printing done, Guts Racing, Scott USA, DRS suspension with Racetech, and got a brand new sponsor this week, bringing on La Tigers, new sponsor of Main Event Moto. Remember how I told the story about when I broke my femur and Maggie went to the ICU? She told me, if you ever race again, I'm getting a lawyer. Well, I got the lawyer. I got the La Tiger. And they're part of the show now. So I don't know if they do divorce law or anything like that, but they know people. Anyways, no Joe today. It's just going to be you and me, which he'll be all right. We had a good weekend, but you saw it from a completely different standpoint than normal. You're usually at home, Instagram storying, watching the races.
Yeah.
But this time you were in the stands. How was it?
I liked it. I like to go at least once a year to some round just because I can sit there and watch the guys I want to watch. I haven't even watched the TV yet, so I don't even know like who they covered.
So who do you want to... Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. So since you're not on TV and you're forced to watch, you can watch who you want.
For instance, I'm not sure with the TV, but Baggett, did they show him on TV at all?
Sorta. He was creeping in the back.
What a ride by Blake Baggett.
And he was lurking the entire race, just sitting there. And yeah, I don't think we got any time on him, but you could see him just poking into the shot every once in a while, just waiting for those guys. He even said in the press conference, I was hoping they'd play a little cat and mouse so I could get that little extra I needed, and they never really did all the way, just once, but he never got close enough, but he was quietly just sitting there right behind him.
Yeah, I had great ride by him, and I had this feeling that they're probably not going to show him on TV just because of what Barsha and Tomac were doing.
That was on the screen. We got all that.
Yeah.
Then, of course, a lot of Webb AC going on.
Yeah.
We moved around a little bit, too, because you're in the broadcast, you're always trying to find storylines that are relevant. For instance, Ken Roxon, we had to go to him a couple times just to find out where he was, what was going on. Was there anything going on that we could talk about? And he was pretty quiet.
Did you ask him why he has red hair?
Yeah, he said he just wanted to have fun. On press day, I did an interview with him for Race Day Live, and I said, red hair, like, why'd you do this? He's like, I don't know, just trying to have fun. Which,
okay,
he seemed like it. I mean, he was laughing, having fun about it. And honestly, his day and night was going great. He won the heat race by like 12 seconds.
I know, that was crazy.
He just didn't get the start in the main. And it's crazy, too, because Tomac and Broxton have been like the talk, and then all of a sudden, they're buried in the start, and now the conversation is on AC and Webb. That's what's cool about Supercross right now is the storylines just change so fast. Like next week, it could be honestly Jason Anderson and Blake Baggett battling, and we'll be all about it, and we'll forget that the sport has the shortest term memory, good or bad. No matter what happens the week before, the next week is a brand new story, and everyone forgets.
Yep.
Unless you're Ferrandis, and everyone remembers.
Oh yeah,
and
that's what he gets. He deserves it.
Really?
Yeah.
Still? How long? Like how long until you just get over it? Like.
I mean, I personally don't like him, but
from that or just in general,
yeah, I listened to your guys' podcast about the whole situation, and unless AMA makes a legitimate rule on how to fine or some sort of disciplinary action on when you try to take yourself out and another human being and possibly 6 more
mechanics,
there should be something in writing, so there's no subjective like, oh well, I didn't mean to, or why would you do that for him and not for someone else? Like there's all this he said, she said. What if this was someone else? It doesn't matter. One dude decided to attempt murder on another dude.
He didn't try to, he just did.
Yeah, he tried. He knew he was going down the second he decided that.
We don't need to revisit that. What I'm getting at is, like, why still the booing? Like,
because French riders, let's put me out of it, okay? French riders, since I was a kid, there's always been...
Bale was the first I can remember.
Jean-Michel
Bale.
Villemin. He was hated on. I mean, I don't know. Even our motocross movies have the asshole French guy.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Jean Girard?
Jean Girard was a dick. Anyway, so what I'm saying is it's hard to grow a fan base if you're a French rider from the past and then just adding on to the cliche thing.
I'm not going to say you're not
You don't
wrong.
know what the hell he's saying half the time. It's like they want to like him because he is badass on a dirt bike. He's super reckless. He is aggressive. And I mean, anyone would wish to have his level of confidence and aggression, right? So like, for instance, last night, what was so funny was when he did make that pass, which was a legit awesome pass. Everyone screamed. But then when he was on the podium, they were like, boo this man.
Yeah, because those boos were from Anaheim.
Exactly.
Still. I've seen people online
it's going to last a long time.
I've seen people online saying the boos were from hitting Faulkner, which he didn't hit Faulkner.
No.
Or the week before, they booed him in Oakland because of Faulkner. Those were 100% clean. They were racing incident. This is all leftover Anaheim
stuff. The thing he did to Craig was not racing. That was murder
I know, but
attempt.
It was not murder. It was a dumb move, and that's it.
He used his front wheel as a weapon. It was assault with a deadly weapon. It was a deadly weapon. But that's going to last a while, dude.
No, I think it's Southern California and California. Glendale, it wasn't that bad.
Really?
He didn't win in Glendale though. He got second, so maybe that's why. I don't know. When I heard it in Anaheim when it happened, I was like, in the moment. I was in the moment. Hold on. I was in the moment, and I'm like, wow. Like I didn't love it or hate it. I was just like, oh my gosh. And And then at Oakland, I heard it a little bit. I'm like, oh gosh, come on, guys. San Diego lit them up again.
Yeah, it was loud.
It was loud. It was in the middle of Oakland and Anaheim, and I'm like, that was the first time I felt like, okay, like get over. I can even see his face, almost like, come on.
I was one of the thousands that were booing.
Did you boo
as loud as I could?
Who were you sitting by?
I was super drunk. You know, like when people do funny stuff, like I'm like sitting there not even paying attention. I hear boo. I was like, boo. Who are we booing?
Exactly. To my point,
yeah.
You're just a moo sheep or a moo cow who literally just follows the herd.
I knew why.
Who were you sitting with? Who were you sitting with?
I was sitting with Ari.
Did she boo?
She didn't know what was going on.
Did Maggie boo?
I'm not sure.
Did Eric Nye boo?
I think so.
You think he booed too?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Did Cole boo?
No, he likes Dylon.
So then why is he okay with it and you're not? Why? He's a regular American dude.
Because he likes his aggression, I think. I gotta ask him.
So do you.
Yeah, but like I said, he went past aggression what he did to Craig. He knew he was knowingly going down. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about. No one wants to hear about this.
I don't want to hear about it either.
I just want the booze. I have
a question.
What?
Does he deserve that?
The booze?
Yes. Be honest.
Deserves is a subjective word. I mean, no. Maybe that night, but not now.
What do you mean subjective? What he did to Craig. Does he deserve being boozed?
Deserves booze. I mean. You could argue yes and no.
I mean, have you seen the movie The Gladiator? It's about the mob, man. He literally threw away any chances of having a fan base, which is a very important thing in this sport. We have a lot of pussies.
You know why?
That hold grudges. Dude.
You know
we're
why?
all uneducated idiot drunks out there, and they're gonna hold on to that for a while.
But he said in the press conference too. Inside the industry, they've been very supportive of him. It hasn't been harsh inside the industry. It's just the fans. And he even said, I hope that they will understand like that I'm just trying to race to win. And, you know, it is hard to understand what he's trying to get at. But anyways, I don't want to talk anymore about Anaheim other than just the booze carrying over. And I think now with a break, we come back, Seattle. I don't think Seattle gives it to them. And if they do, it's small. I mean...
Yeah, it's gonna wean off. Yeah. But I wasn't surprised at all. I won't be surprised if it lasts a really long time.
No, it won't.
Social media will keep it alive, dude.
I don't know. It's funny, though, when he's battling with Faulkner, because people don't like Faulkner for whatever reason, too, which I think is funny. Faulkner's cool.
Should talk about the fact that those two guys were unbelievable in those whoops.
All right, then let's start there. The 250 class is a two-man show. And for Justin Cooper, honestly... It's his second full year. He came in hot. He had a great offseason, and it's kind of fizzled, and now he's your standalone third guy, which is unbelievably badass. Dylan and Austin had the first and third fastest times of the day.
Yeah.
With Adam.
And they almost have a feud against each other. You could tell in practice when they were trying to beat each other's lap times.
Yeah.
They were digging.
Think about this, though. Tomac, Roxon, Anderson, Webb, they were all slower than Dylan and Austin on that track.
Yeah.
They were flying. And then that's to the point I asked Austin on the podium, because you didn't watch it back yet, is do you need the brake to find some more speed? Whatever. He's like, man, people don't realize, like, we're riding great. Like, I need a little more, but man, I'm happy with the way I'm riding. I mean, he obviously said it all differently and 4 times in a loop. He went long again. Yeah. I don't know if it was 2 minutes like last time, but I'd like to know if y'all out there, give me the timer on this. I think it went 148 last week. See if he beat 148 this week. But
his interview is longer than his lap time.
Double the lap time.
His lap time.
But he said some good things. I thought he owned that he wasn't better tonight, and he's got to get better, and he's got it, whatever. But at the same time, like, he's riding phenomenal. They were flying. They were next level speed. Just Dylan has more. Dylan is psychotically better in the whoops.
Fast. Yeah, in the whoops. He's always been that way. I remember his first year in Supercross. Remember I used to go, lay you out. That was Dylan, because he would just whiskey in the whoops and slam people.
It was scarier back then. He's better at it now, but the speed's the same. But that was the only difference to me, was he was just faster in the whoops.
And it was weird, too, they designed this track in a way that it was so high speed and
I didn't like
a little easy. Yeah, me neither.
This is the one I liked the least so far of the 6.
Too fast and a little chaotic. But then they get these big whoops, which is going to completely separate people who can do them or not. And then the last 2 berms of the track, which are after those whoops, are passable turns.
Well, you saw a lot of it in that off camera.
And that's where we all saw the passes come from.
The problem was that first straightaway was 100 mile an hour, and then you turn and it was just a double triple, and then turn and it was a triple double. There was 3 lanes that were too fast. If those 3 lanes were different, the whole track would have felt different. I think that just half of it was just wide open.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was funneling in. Even Webb, Webb had to take. We'll get to 450, but
yeah, let's stay on lights 11.
For the 250s though, yeah, they're both psychotically riding them unreal. I mean, and then when Austin's up there frustrated, because I even asked him on the podium, I said, "Dude, good ride. Like, what do you want to talk? Like, where do you want to go with this interview? Like, I know I want to lead him to something. I'm obviously trying to lead him to something specific. Is what my goal was." And he's like, "I don't even know what to say. I mean, God, I feel like I rode awesome."
Mm-hmm. He did.
He just got beat by someone who's a little bit... And you got to remember, Dylan is on his way out of the class. Austin's not. He has another year there. So he's dealing with a guy who is fully polished at the most polished levels of a 250 rider there is. He won the title a year ago. He's backing it up, and he's even better.
Yeah.
Like, if you're Austin,
he's doing what Webb did.
If you're Austin right now, you're just like... I mean, I'll give it a go, but man, like, what do you do with this guy? And his starts have gotten better. Ferrandis is now no longer in 12th. He's in 4th, 5th, and then they're in trouble because he'll wait around a couple minutes. Faulkner pulled away from him in the beginning, and Dylan was like, whatever. Mm-hmm. I get it. If you're Austin right now, just take a shot at the guy and go for it, but don't beat yourself up. Dylan is perfect right now.
Yeah.
Best I've ever seen him.
I forgot what I was going to say. Hold on. Man, I had something really important to say, and I brain farted.
What was it about?
It was about the lights, because I didn't want to move on till we talked about it. I'll remember.
Faulkner, Ferrandis, the track, Justin Cooper.
No. Maybe it was about the fact that Dylan Dick Lawn is going to be on his way out. You know?
How do you think he would do in the 450 class right out of the gate? I mean, you see how AC's doing. AC's sick. Dylan's different, though. He's smaller. Probably going to end up on Yamaha.
Oh, no, that wasn't it. I want to talk about this, too. I got to make notes, dude. Is this why you make notes? I had so many ideas pop in my head. You don't take notes?
No, I live this, dude, all day, every day. Like, I have layers and a filing cabinet in my brain.
My brain just sucks at this kind of stuff, man.
Especially when you're hung. Hey, last night was fun, though, huh?
Oh, my God.
We went to, what was it?
Moonshine Flats.
Moonshine Flats.
There was, I think there
killer cover band.
Yeah. They didn't play any Metallica, though.
Yeah, I don't think they were gonna. It was mostly country and Blink.
That was tight when they started playing Blink.
They played Blink-182 back-to-back. I even looked over, and dude, even the King, 7-time. Did you call him 6-time earlier?
No, I said 7-time.
Okay, 7-time King.
The 7-time.
Was singing Blink at the top of his lungs the club. That was cool.
I don't know why I was drinking vodka. I'm not 20.
I did it perfect last night. I've never navigated a night better than I did last night. I did 2 fireball shots, no Jamals, just trying to have a good time, y'all. Not like Jeff Emig, who now hates Jamals, but now he's having them every week. Couple fireball shots, and then just beers and just cruising.
I remembered.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
I knew I'd get you there.
Really?
No. What?
Oh, kind of a side thing, but holy shit, guys. When you're lapping riders on lap 5, we have an issue. You might need to just not have privateers anymore. If you're 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds a lap slower, we should just have one class and just have all good guys, because it was dangerous. And the thing is with this track, because it was so high speed and one lined, I felt bad for Faulkner at least 10 times during the moto, and he handled it so good.
He did.
And it was not fair. Dude, it's not fair at all.
He actually even said in the press conference, like, I forget who asked him the question. It might have been Cooksey.
And I understand that's how it's always been, but it honestly is a weird...
No, but Faulkner said because the track had splits, the sand was split, the rhythm was split.
So when you get a blue flag, what do? You're
stuck.
Yes.
You got stuck a few times.
And there was one good line.
I will say this. The 250 class is a little tough there at the back.
Do you think that I could make a main if I put 6 months down right now on a 250F and had a fast 250F? Do you think
easy? I actually bet Jacob last. Well, there's no way to prove it, but I think it would take me 3 weeks, and I can make a 250 main.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
You're ballsy, dude.
No, 3 weeks straight up. Because I
know, because you're really good at the whoops now.
Because I crush the whoops. So
dude, those guys, no offense to any of them if they listen, actually, I don't give a shit. You are really bad, okay? And you are endangering riders by being so slow compared to these other guys.
Don't forget,
we weren't getting lapped. Like, we were in dead last at Atlanta Supercross, battling for our lives, for pride of who was better at that night. Which
for like
Blair
19th,
brother,
and
19th and 20th, never lapped by Stewart.
I know, but
last.
You got to remember this too. Times are different, and you're all talking about Ferrandis and Faulkner, who were
faster than 450s.
Out.
Stewart did that too.
I know, but not back then on his 125. It wasn't as gnarly as it is now.
Okay, I get it, but still, there's an issue, and they need to have. I don't know. They need to start having like something
start having
else.
like what? What's your solution? If you're gonna, you can't,
only 10 guys in the main.
That'd be so. Could you imagine how empty it would look out there? 10
or make the race smaller. Not as many laps, dude.
Triple crowns, man.
I know. We've been through this a bunch, and we can
a 15+1 on a small track like that is funneling into one line.
This was something
tough
I wanted to talk
two.
about too. Is as a spectator last night when we were watching, halfway through the mains, we'll stay on lights because this happened to me too. It got quieter where I was sitting. People were wandering around, looking around, getting up. Halfway through the moto, it's like, whoop-de-doo, man. We're over it. It's too long.
Okay, then how do you explain the 450? Because that went deep, and that was good deep. And you know me, I'm a Triple Crown lover. But at the same time,
we can get to
in reality,
we can get to 450.
That race was good to go 20. It built, and built, and built, and built. And
but halfway through that main, it got really boring.
It did get boring, and maybe Webb would have made a move quicker if he knew. Because you got to remember, we'll get to Cooper, but that dude is playing chess.
I knew that he was going to do that.
All right, so final thought on the 250. Jacob Hayes, we'll give you a little update on him. He had a bad crash in practice.
Three bad crashes.
Well, yeah, he had one that turned into 3. And I was a little frustrated with him last night because my opinion is on him is he is showing everybody that he is great. He's solid as a rock. He's a smart racer. He gets good starts. He's the best privateer by far.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Cloud's getting up there. Cloud's pretty damn sick, too. Both of them are way performing out better than they should. But I told Jacob, I said, look, you are riding at a level right now that will, if you're lucky, get you a fill-in ride or maybe the last factory spot for the lowest amount of money. Like, you're not going to create demand just being 6th in points and being solid. It's not enough. And I was a little frustrated because in the heat, he stuffed Clout in the berm, gets into 4th. He's right on Mosman and Cooper. And he is not far off of them. And I'm like, dude, take advantage of opportunities. You don't get them every night. That was an opportunity to stick to them, especially because he was better in the whoops than both of them.
Yeah.
And if he could have crossed the finish line, Cooper, Mosman, Hayes, 2, 3, 4, that right there is more impressive than being 6th in points because you're showing that you're one of them on a bike that's 5 horsepower down.
They want people who can win.
I know, and that's and then the main solid ride 7th. It's too quiet. That's all I'm saying. It's too quiet, and he knows. And he said this morning, this break for him is everything. He needs to cut a second.
Got to remember how he started too. By the way,
I know every variable. What are you talking about? I know every variable, but I don't care.
Not quite of the greatest off season. I'd say.
You mean none?
None.
He's
going to say.
And that's what's funny too. I told someone this week. It might have been Tyler Keefe at TLD. I said, you do realize that the suspension that he got on his bike the week of Anaheim 1, the very first set from a new guy he's never worked with, that's what he rode with in the first 6 rounds. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine getting a set of suspension with a new guy and be like, I hope this works, and then now you're 6th in points with no off season? But again, that's great. I know, and everyone listening is probably like, dude, Daniel, it's awesome. Why are you being so hard? They need to see more than that. And he needs more than that. And I think he needs 1 second quicker in general. And then he needs, I'm just saying, wherever he is right now, he needs to be a second better than that. And then he's ready to be Mosman, McAdoo, Craig's coming back, Lawrence will be coming back. Like, he needs to be in that group, but not because he's so smart and they're all reckless, but because he's as good as them on a privateer bike. And if he does that, there'll be demand.
He has to, it's going to be harder for him because of the whole privateer situation. But what I've noticed is he is in, other than let's let last night not count because he had such a bad practice session and mentally he was like, I'm just going to get through this night.
No, that's what he said he was
I had
doing,
some
which still
weird juju all over me some bad luck vibes or something. I'm going to get through the night. I'm healthy, yada, yada, yada. But other than that, it looks like to me, he has gotten very comfortable. And I think that's where you're like, hey, I need a little bit more intensity out of you. Yeah. But that's the next level. But he doesn't want to be a Jet Lawrence or something where when you're watching, you're like, yikes.
Well, there's a reason.
When are you going down?
There's a reason why he's 6th in points is because he doesn't throw them away.
Right.
Like McAdoo or Bozeman or even Amar. Like these guys are all throwing them away left and right. But that to me, when I'm watching him ride and he's behind that pack, I'm like, dude, you look too good doing it. That's not enough.
Too comfortable.
And that's why he said, though, he wants to gain a second in this break. That way, he's a second faster and still comfortable.
Yeah, and then be able to pull out a little bit of that intensity on a lap here or a lap there or a lap here. Like when you need to, those guys can shift up a gear mentally and physically to make something happen, knowing that it's going to come back, except for the guys that are like extremely in shape or doing drugs or some shit. But no, I don't, do you know what's funny? Last night, you could see a lot of those riders were doing that. They would put some 3-4 lap heaters to get on them, and then they...
And something he don't do that yet.
Yeah,
but
that shift a gear
but
up.
Also, Jacob needs to understand, and he does. He's got 4 rounds left in Supercross to prove something. Mm-hmm. 2 of those are East-West showdowns. Is that a bad or a good thing? I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Go get 8th or 9th at a showdown. That is impressive. 6th in points is cool, but don't forget, like, these showdowns are an opportunity to beat up on a lot of East guys, especially these rookie kids out there that are all on factory teams. I mean, I said last night on the broadcast, Derek Drake is definitely, he's riding great, but Jacobs beat Drake every week but one.
Yeah.
There's 4 rookies in the East. He needs to make sure he waxes those dudes at the showdown, and because he needs to prove that, look, you guys want to keep taking chances on kids. Well, I'm ready to go. Give me the bike and watch what happens. Look what I can do with what I have. Put these rookies on my program, and how would they do?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Maybe another reason why you're kind of upset about it is because we know that he's a past champion, right? Jacob is a winner, and he raced Arena Cross, which is a highly intense style of racing, and we're not seeing that highly intense style of racing.
He's not
right now, but we know he has it.
Dude, he used to slay dragons.
We know he's a winner.
Now he's out there just cruising around.
He's doing Dylan Ferrandis type shit out there.
He used to.
But we know he has that, so hopefully when he gets confident and not using the first few rounds as his preseason, maybe it'll happen.
Well, straight up, he knows it. We talked about this morning before the flight.
You'll get it,
He has 4 rounds left this year to change his life, and he's done what he needs to now. But the next step has got to be it's got to be better. This will not get it done, and that's just the fact. I mean, I talked to the teams. They all think he's great, but they're not all clawing to get him because he's just solid, and they're looking for something crazy, spectacular.
I want to see him reach for a win, dude.
I know, and he gets a good start. He'll have a shot at it. He needs to put this break to good use. Anyways, all right, let's come back. We'll talk 450 after the break.
Main event moto.
There's a reason I run DRS suspension and Race Tech hard parts with Mika Metals chains, bars, and sprockets on Evans 65. First off, DRS suspension settings work everywhere. I haven't changed a clicker since I put them on. Maybe it's the internals from Race Tech that give it that extra something.
American-made products with a 100% guarantee. You don't see that every day.
Yeah, the DRS Race Tech combo works for me. And what can I say about Mika?
First off, they've been with us since the beginning.
The quality of their bars is top of the line, and Mika is the only chain and sprocket combo I run. Motoheads, get with the program. It's DRS suspension, Race Tech, Mika Metals.
Say it again.
It's DRS suspension, Race Tech, Mika Metals. Is that good, Joe?
Yeah.
I love when NorCal companies take the world by storm. Guts Racing seat covers and no-toil filters are made right here at home, but their products travel the country and world on some of the baddest dudes' bikes in pro racing.
Who runs Guts?
Too many factory teams to list, Joe.
Who runs No Toil?
Well, it's the only filter Chad Reed will run. Guts and No Toil make only the best. So visit gutsracing.com and notoil.com and step up your game, Motoheads.
Look good? Check. Protection? Check.
Fly Racing has had the gear game on lock for years, but the Formula helmet has taken Fly to another level. They didn't just make a high-quality helmet, they redefined the standard for the most important piece of safety equipment on a rider's body.
Use your head and protect your head. Run the Fly Formula helmet.
Then cover the rest of your body in Fly's Evolution and Kinetic gear lines.
Easy decision. Main Event Moto Podcast.
And we are back. You see that? You see that? Oh, yeah, we don't have that.
That hurt my throat so bad.
I know everybody's so bummed right now that Joe's not here. I'm bummed too, even though his seat is way cushier than mine because he's got a pillow.
Dang, he's been holding out this whole time.
He never
making me
said,
sit on this bullshit chair over here.
Yeah, it's but I wish he was in here. But then again, I'm not really into getting the coronavirus right now. I got a long season ahead of me. So,
oh my God,
Joe.
Speaking of coronavirus,
good luck, brother. But did you see the fly gear this weekend? Everyone was wearing that green, the camo. Did you like it?
It was good.
I liked it.
Yeah. I'm wearing a fly shirt right now, baby.
That's mine.
Gave it to me.
Oh, yeah.
You be an Indian giver?
Yeah, I had 2 of those. That's right.
Yeah.
Also, Mika Metals, 30% off if you use the code MAINEVENTMOTO. No spaces. Go to MikaMetals.com. That's 30% off. Guts Racing, 20% off. Use the code MAINEVENTMOTO. You can use spaces at GutsRacing.com. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Viral Moto. Go to Viral_Moto. Remember, we got the Jacob Hayes t-shirts. 3-week pre-sale. They did really well last week. Thank you guys so much for getting those. And head over to Viral_Moto and get the Jacob Hayes signature t-shirt so he can make some money and start paying my power bill. And
paying my power bill.
Yeah, or I'm going to have to kick him out because he's using up too much power. You should see when he washes his bike at my house. Dude, it takes like 3 hours to wash his bike. I haven't washed Evan's bike since like December.
You're a loser.
And Jacob's literally out there, literally, it's like he washes it 4 times when he does it one time. I'm like, dude, power bill, water bill, like no worries, bro. Like we're in a drought. And he's like, huh? So yeah, Viral_Moto. Buy the shirt. Help me out, not him. All right, 450s. Let's start with the 20+1. Cooper might have approached it different if there was less time. Because it seemed like he was being patient there in the middle, and
only because he knew he needed it for later.
I know, and Cooper's pretty smart. Would you agree that Cooper's pretty smart?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if I can evaluate the situation this way, then you have to imagine that he could. Because I'm sitting there going, it's Adam. Adam is new to 20s.
He's already proven he can fade.
He's already proven that he has a hard time at the end. Mm-hmm. Cooper has something in his back pocket, the whoops he started doing and figured out early. There was no urgency at all until about 3 to 4 minutes left. And when the urgency kicked in, it kicked in hard. And so that's why I'm saying, did we need 20+1 for that to set up? Or did Cooper, could he have pulled it off in 10? Because Adam would have sprinted it harder out to 10.
Yeah, you got to remember that, yeah.
If it was 10, I don't know if Adam would have even let him get to, you know what I mean? Because it wasn't like Cooper was way faster. He had a little bit on him.
Just the second section.
And he got it late. So I'm saying in a Triple Crown format, I don't think Cooper gets him.
I'm $20 richer from that race.
What do you mean you're $20 richer?
I made some bets, dude.
With who?
With Cole.
You won?
Oh yeah, he wanted Somash to win. And I was like, nah, I say Webb.
What do you think about Webb going down in the heat, being 7th?
Dude, I remember I was like, where was he? I wasn't even paying attention. I thought he was in the second heat, and I was like, where's Webb? He's like, he was in the first one.
He
I was
fell.
Like,
he got 7th.
Shit, I just bet with him.
Yeah.
I was like, I still hold on.
Could you believe, because you didn't watch the broadcast yet, that he ended up with a gate in the inside? Everyone skipped gate 7, and he just went into it and then came out second.
Wow.
And then I went after, because I did a report on it in the race.
Was it like a weird rut?
It wasn't that bad. It had a little hump in it, but it wasn't sideways. It wasn't. Dude, they were all like, nope, 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 nope. And he's all, what?
Better than go on the outside. That's for sure.
Well, and they said, Will talked to Carlos, and they said the plan was to go on the outside and just come in hot, and you got to go for it. And then all of a sudden the gate opens up, and he's probably like, holy shit.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. He thinks the Lord. He does every week.
Yeah.
But back to the point, a 10-race Triple Crown type format, Cooper doesn't get him. He needed the 20+1, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
To wear out that guy. It might have been different with Tomac.
It
might have been different with an Anderson. Roxon, I have to believe that Cooper would have found a way to get him in the last corner. Because that's what he does.
Did you see the meme I posted about Roxon?
No.
What? Cole was like, dude, Roxon looks like that guy from Mad Max.
Oh, I did see it. It wasn't memorable enough to remember.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that good.
Dick.
It was one of your weaker ones.
I sound like Bogle. Nah.
Not that bad. You partied hard, though.
I
you know what's
did.
crazy is that you are super mean to Bogle, and he's not out there. Super mean to Marvin. He's not out there.
I know. I'm not super mean to Bogle. I love Bogle.
Savachi. He's not out there.
I love Bogle.
You make fun of him.
I don't make fun of him. I like his voice.
What I'm getting at is all the people that you take shots at, they're not racing.
I have to
Except for
admit,
Freesy.
I was a little scared in the pits, man. I thought someone's bodyguard was going to come and just sit on me.
Didn't you say you got mean mugged by a Main Event Moto t-shirt or sweatshirt?
No, someone said that. So I was walking in, and they were like, dude, someone with the Main Event Moto shirt on was just staring you down. I was like, oh, shit. I'm going to get so beat up, dude. Let's go to our seat. Let's just go to our seat.
Freesy fan club.
Speaking of Freese, dude, did he take like some advice? Like, hey, look, whether you get the whole shot or not, this is where you finish. So just do everyone a favor and
Just get there quick.
Just go to that spot.
Go to 14th right off the
The world's a safer place. I feel bad because, I mean, what would you do if you were just the best starter ever, right? But
What do you do, just
but you know
sacrifice
you're
it?
2 seconds a lap slower, and you want to race because you're a racer. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're just gonna look like an idiot out there holding everybody up. As long as you're not like purposely cutting people off in the air, trying to kill people, that's
Freesy told me that he goes for it. He's like, I'm a good starter and I want to be up front. If you want to be up front, you have to learn to be up there. And it's like, he's 100% right.
Yeah, it's just been like 20 years.
He's gotten better every year, but
I know.
Maybe he did listen to your advice.
Maybe.
He was a non-factor.
I started feeling bad for him.
Shouldn't. He's doing great. He's succeeding in his career. I think he's.
I don't know. I was just having a bad week. Maybe
I'm a fan. He's earned my respect.
Really?
Yeah.
After all the things he did to you as a racer,
10 years ago, 11 years ago, man. Like,
how do you get taken out by someone? Like
4 times in 1 year when he's in front of you 3 of the 4.
In front of you. That's the thing. How do you get taken out by someone in front of you? It takes skill, dude.
Because in his early days, he deliberately cross jumped.
That's
in
right.
the later days, it was more accidental. He's earned my respect. Whatever.
And I feel bad for Bogle too.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. He's the coolest dude ever. Because we had a meeting. We had a meeting with him.
Speaking of people,
Well, just say it before you
I'm
forget.
really mad at the big perm. I'm a little heartbroken.
Why?
Did you not see it?
I didn't see it, but I heard he laid Anderson out. Pretty
I'm not
bad.
talking about that, but yeah, that was nuts.
And look, I love
that.
me some El Hombre, but the truth is,
He had a bad night. Did he get it flat in the heat? Was it a flat?
Dude, his front wheel, when he hit bag, he blew all the spokes out of his front wheel and had to roll the last lap because the front wheel was wobbling.
I thought it was a flat.
No, I don't
had a
know
bad
exactly how it happened, but from what I heard is that Brayton gave Anderson the business.
Brayton was fast in the whoops.
And honestly, though, Anderson has been mean to Justin a lot over the years. So it's one of those things where it's like built up rage, because I think Anderson might have stuffed him before that, but I heard the perm got into it. But why are you upset with him?
The perm didn't pass Roxon when Roxon made a bobble. He let Roxon make a bobble and just stayed behind him. It was like deliberate, and I just hate that. I hate that. Next year, you might not be his teammate.
Dude, you are consistent.
I hate that.
I'll give it to you. You're consistent with your hatred of team tactics and game playing. I know you don't like that.
Dude, so stupid.
So is this the start of a new guy you're going to go all
No,
the time?
because I love perm. Okay?
Did you live with him?
No. He lived with... I just hung out with him all the time.
All right. What were we talking about?
Missed the big
all right. Anyways, back to the top. Are these dudes in serious trouble now that Webb he's as mad as a hornet?
Mad as a hornet.
Or angry? I forget if he said angry as a hornet or mad. I think he said mad as a hornet.
Are hornets mad?
I asked him in the press conference. He didn't take the bait. I said, how mad are hornets or something like that. And but no, he's on the podium and he's just heat race a bum. I was mad as a hornet, and I'm like, oh my god, really?
I love that.
And then you know what he said at the end though, and Eric Knight, because Eric Knight was pretty trash last night too, and he wouldn't get off this last night.
I'm pretty sure Eric poured his whole drink on my back last night.
Hey, so like 10 times last night, Eric comes up to me and goes, dude, Cooper's got the Mamba mentality. He even said it on the podium. And you know Kobe Bryant passed away. Do you know that?
Yes, I do.
Well, I don't know what you know, but Kobe Bryant was the most insane competitor of all time. I mean, I'm a Kings fan and he's a Laker. I couldn't hate him any more than I hated Kobe Bryant, but at the same time I always respected him. Like, it's like I hated that I hated him, but I had to, God, he was good because the dude, you can't even match him. Mamba mentality. He was the best. And Cooper goes, he said on the podium, I got a little bit of that Mamba mentality. And the funny thing is AC said in the press conference, I tried to have a little of that Mamba mentality. I don't think he heard Webb say it. So they both said it. The problem is it only worked for one of them.
Right.
Which is, he is the most insane closer there is. Like, did you know he was going to win? I knew he was going to win.
I knew. Me too.
I knew the whole time.
As soon as I felt kind of bad for AC because he was ripping the whoops, right? That's why he was one of the fastest guys. But after like lap 2, Webb goes like triple... triple out of the whoops, and I was like, oh man, he is saving energy doing that. If anyone listening has ever skimmed a whoop section,
they're twice as hard as jumping,
let alone doing 2 of them the size of mountains. Okay, doing that 20 times, so you're basically hitting
26 times.
You're hitting
26 laps that main.
Okay, so 26 times 2, okay?
52 runs to the whoops, jumping. You're saving so much more energy.
52 whoop sections you had to hit. And poor AC didn't start rhythming until after he was passed. And it's hard to do. Like, you could tell like he was figuring it out halfway through.
Because the rut develops. And that, I was, okay,
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I said on the broadcast that you haven't seen back yet. I saw on laps 3 and 4, he went 3, 4, 4, but it was messy. He was sloppy. Yeah. On the 5th lap, he nailed it. And I'm like, okay, there it is. It's done. It's over. And I even patched into Bondo and I said, hey, when we get back to Webb, because there was other battles, Barsha Tomac were going.
My God, don't even get me started.
Incredible. They're going at it back and forth.
Here comes Barsha, slam, and then Barsha's like, "What's up for you?" Slam, and then Tomac's like, "What? Slam." They were fighting each other, dude.
They both had the same voice.
Hey, did they start yelling? I heard that. Was it Tomac getting in his face?
Tomac got into Barsha's face, and Barsha was acting like, what?
Tomac passed him first. He started it.
Did he?
He started it.
Dude, so anyways, Bondo's like...
I can just see Tomac. Hey, dude, what the hell was that all about, man? I'm trying to race my race. Well, you started it.
You're an idiot, man.
Oh, my God.
So, I talked back on the mic. Bondo, I got something on Webb, and Bondo's like... Daniel, there's battles going on everywhere. I'll get back to him. Give me a minute, because, dude, it's like things are going haywire, battling all over. So we get back to Webb, and I jumped in and said, hey, watch right here. And it showed him on screen, 3, 4, 4, turn 3, 4, 3. And I said, keep an eye on that late in the race, because I knew it was over.
Right.
And the reason why I knew it was over is because Webb found it early. That means as that rut develops, it develops with him. Exactly. He's not going to have to, like, AC jumps in there all of a sudden and goes, wait, what the hell am I doing here?
Yeah.
That's hard to figure out late, but you figure it out early, then the rut starts working with you. Did you notice how Cooper nailed it every lap so clean? It was just like, he was just like a little bunny rabbit.
And it was like maybe halfway through when he decided to rhythm the second set. And then
and that one was faster, actually. Well, the first one was faster, but there was no way to make a move. You see him nose wheelie that lap and almost died, dude. Yeah. Because you couldn't really get it in that berm because everything led to the outside. The second set, though, he could do it, and then wherever AC went in the sand, he would just do the opposite. And that set ended up being the more important one. And I'm with you. I'm watching AC, and I'm like, dude, if you only knew. If there was communication in the helmet, they would have told him, jump now, because he's out there just swapping.
Bless his heart.
Dude, giving it his all. Fingers are going numb because he's got some cyst thing on his hand where his pinky fingers go numb on his throttle hand. And I'm just going, poor Adam, he's sitting duck.
He has, wait, what?
He had a cyst on his wrist. He had surgery, and it did some weird thing to where now these nerves, his outside 2 fingers go numb like halfway through a moto.
That's neuropathy.
And I asked him that on the podium, and AC is such a bot. Dude, Adam, if you're listening, you could be the governor of Florida. You could maybe even be the president. The dude is the most polished politician of all time. It definitely affected him. He told me it did. But I asked him on the phone or on the podium, you know, we know you're dealing with this thing, blah, blah, blah. That come into effect? He goes, well, yeah, I lost this race. It wasn't that. It is something that I'm dealing with, but I should have won that. And I'm like, dude, you are so smart on how you answer. Because the truth is, it is bugging him, but he don't want to come across that way.
Plus, it shows weakness.
It does. He doesn't want, he's just, the dude is a G on the microphone.
He ain't no fluffer, dude. He
ain't no fluffer. But I'm with you. I saw it coming the whole time. And I'm sitting there going...
The whoop section decided the winner.
It did, but there's people that are pissed about that. Because the whoops were bigger in practice. They knocked them down twice. And then they turned into jumpers. And everyone's like, oh, Webb was good in qualifying when he was blitzing, though, too. He was 4th fast. He was fastest in the first session when they were at their biggest.
He was ripping the whoops. So he was smart. He knows that rhythming the whoops will give you, like, 40 extra laps of high intensity, you know? AC was tired.
He was.
It doesn't matter how in shape you are.
You know why?
You have to hammer those whoops.
And you know why it was obvious?
And you can't even take a breath. You do one big ass whoop section, and then you have to turn and do another one.
And all Cooper's doing is rhythming, dude. Little bop, bop, bitty, bop, bop, bop.
Why? Pitboard. Webb is rhythming whoops faster. Like, that's all he needed to put.
Yeah, but maybe Adam doesn't want it. Maybe.
Okay, well, you're a professional at this sport. You need to learn how to do both.
Yeah, but at the same time.
Like, I went and got a golf lesson this weekend, and Monty Scheinblum taught me how to hit a high shot.
There it is.
Because I hit a low shot.
How far are we into this thing?
What?
Look, golf.
I've only been golfing for 2 years, and I can hit a high shot and a low shot. Why can't AC rhythm the whoops, bro? Where are you at?
I don't know.
I mean, seriously.
I don't know.
You're dooming yourself. Especially
well, he can do them because he did them, but no one can do them like Webb. Webb is.
I know, he's the king of them. Man.
He's the king bunny.
He's
rabbit.
better than you.
No,
I don't know.
No, I'm sorry, dude. I have a lifetime of hopping whoops, dude. I'm freaking five.
Frickin'. You just said frickin'.
I am, dude. I got a 9-year-old who's been.
I'm trying to not cuss because I don't want Joe to have to edit all my F-bombs.
Hey, Evan, I let him say crap.
Oh, no.
Only when he was with me. And the other day he said, Dad, can I start saying the SH one with you? And I'm like, dude, I just let crap in like a month ago. Like, chill. And it's because I don't trust him. I know what he's going to do is he's going to drop shit on accident at school.
Yeah.
And then I'll be that dad that, because Evan will be like, my dad said I could. So literally, I had to put the stop on the SH. But
hey, my little ones called Gio an F-bomb. Like,
wow.
They were in a fight, and he's like, you F. Just the singular. And I was like, wow. I should probably stop cussing.
That's,
he's 3 years old.
Hold on, I'm looking at the screen. I want to make sure we're good here. I don't want to.
What?
I'm just making sure. I don't have the producing skills that the Joe does.
Is it moving? You should see.
It's moving.
Look at the top left. Is there numbers moving really quick?
Yeah, it's good. Okay.
Good.
All right. You should be in this chair then.
I know.
Anyways, so Tomac and Roxon one-upping each other every week. And then this week in the mains, I mean, nowhere to be found. They're just back there, 4th, 6th, whatever. And here's the problem.
That's why I bet against Tomac.
Webb was 22 out of it. Single digits going to the East Coast.
Yeah. And he's
Are they screwed?
Yeah, probably. Well, here, no. I mean, I would expect it. Let's just say that.
Yeah. What are they thinking right now?
Who? Are the competitors?
I mean, what's Roxon thinking right now after the last corner pass at Oakland, and then Webb goes and does that this weekend? These guys, they all live in reality. They can't talk. They can say whatever they want in an interview. When they go home and they're in their inner circle, they know the truth.
Yeah.
And Tomac and Roxon have to be right now going, damn it. Like, this shouldn't, we needed to keep him we need to keep him around 20. We can't go to the East Coast with him in single digits because, dude, he's like a predator just like hunting, man. And now,
he's like
dude,
the Hulk.
And when he gets confident, see, that's the word. You're the one that said this a long time ago. You were on here. When he's confident, he is
deadly,
terrifying. And now you think he's not confident
he's
now?
So confident. Last year he was fake shooting Roxon in the air
on the first win ever.
His Colt Magnus,
dude. His very first win ever.
That's some fire going on.
I think that was more impulse.
Yeah. He didn't even control it. He was like Will Ferrell. I blacked out. What happened?
Yeah, I don't think so. He knew what he was doing either.
Can I say one good thing about Tomac?
Yeah.
What would you agree that this was not the freaky deaky Tomac night, right? Where he just demolishes everyone and you could crash twice and still win, right?
And
agree?
Yes.
Okay. Would you agree that it was pretty awesome of him to not just weed up or just be really slow in the back and actually kind of fight like a normal human being when he's not having a Hulk moment?
Okay, and here's a point to that. He was really bad in qualifying, struggling, freaking out. I think he was like in 9th, whatever, and then he pulled a fast one at the very end to get to 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't, it almost looked like he not lucked into it, but it wasn't all working out. And then he got one, which was like he salvaged, okay, I'm okay. But he didn't look great all day. And then the heat race, he hit Freesey off the gate and was way
Freese.
back. He got up to 3rd, had a great ride. The whole night didn't go well, and he got a solid 4th.
Yeah.
A normal Eli
would be on the ground
things
or intent.
Whatever.
Yeah.
He did salvage, but I'm more concerned with Ken in that main event being that quiet and just not moving up. That looked like Anaheim won.
Yeah.
There was nothing in that main to be happy about. Nothing. And
I don't know. I'm getting these vibes of these guys that when they're not feeling 100% on, they almost don't know what to do. So they take it back a notch just because they want to finish the season to give them a chance of winning.
But then a Baggett and a Barsha beats you.
Yeah, because there's so many of them. Barsha was riding awesome. So was Mookie, dude.
Yeah.
But they all ride so damn good now that when you take a conservative Dungey style ride, you're gonna get 10th, 9th.
Yeah, where in the Dungey days that would be a 3rd.
Yeah, podium. I'll just take a podium. You're just so much better.
Having a bad day, I take a podium. Where now Eli gets a 4th, and we're like, wow, I can't believe he survived the night.
Yeah.
And Kenny got a 6. You know what I mean?
I gotta say, I know I talk crap. I make fun of Tomac, but
Tomac's been the best he's been ever to start a season. He's been very solid.
That's right. He usually has a trashy beginning.
We're 6 in, and he's been pretty damn good. And so is Kenny. Let the night pass. And that's what I've learned is you can't overreact in this class.
Okay, so
like right now, we can't go to Tampa and be like, it's AC and Webb. Dude, nope. Tomac could crush their ass next week. So could Roxon.
They've done it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
When the stars are aligned and they're 100%, they dominate. But now I don't know if Webb's going to allow that.
Nah, he's like a boa constrictor, man.
He's just gonna wear him out mentally now.
And they've been having their fun because he hasn't been around. But now that he's coming around more like that, maybe this is where the implode. And maybe this is the point when Adam is starting to figure it out too. Adam was pretty damn awesome all night.
Yeah,
fastest in qualifying, won his heat race, second in the main, almost won the damn thing. Mm-hmm. Adam was great. In fact, you know, we just talked about Faulkner not being as good as Ferrandis, but just barely.
Yeah,
that was Adam to Cooper. He was just barely, and it was one section, the whoops, but for a different reason. Mm-hmm. He was awesome.
The whoops, they determined the winner.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Got listener questions ready, and then at the very end of the show, I'm going to do a little quick 250 East preview just by myself.
Who do you think was the fastest in the whoops? So hammer.
I'm going to finish right now what I was going to say because Vincent doesn't know even who's right. Actually, name 3 250 East Coast riders, and I'll let you be in the my little East preview. Otherwise, you're not going to be allowed to be in it. Name 3. No. Put your phone down. 3 250 East guys.
Martin.
Crap. Okay, there's 1.
Sexton.
That's 2.
And
man, I could name 15 of them right now.
I could too.
I could name like half the privateers. You can't even name a 3rd title contender?
No.
Nichols?
Oh yeah, Colt.
Nope, he's not in it. He's hurt. So you're out. You didn't get 3.
Damn it.
Main event Moto.
If you're a true Motohead, then Motosport.com is your only choice when it comes to OEM or aftermarket parts for your bike. And when it comes to servicing your bike or giving it the punch you need to perform, it's EMT Racing. With Motosport.com, you can get everything you need for your bike with great pricing and ridiculous speed on shipping. And with EMT, it's simple. Take your bike to the experts.
2020 is the year EMT takes over the performance world. If you don't know, now you know.
Your Bat Bros choose Motosport.com and EMT Racing, and you should too. Motoheads, do you want to stand out on and off the track? Make sure to check out Viral Moto for your jersey lettering and apparel needs. That's viralmoto.com.
Because having a blank jersey is about as bad as Vincent's golf game.
And when it's time to get a screen printing project done for your business or personal use, you have one choice. It's screenprintingdone.com.
Neil is the man. You know those Main Event Moto sweatshirts you're wearing? Yeah, Neil at Screen Printing Done did those.
You know that sick new Viral Moto shirt you're wearing? Yeah, Neil did those too.
We like to look good. That's why we choose Viral Moto and ScreenPrintingDone.com.
All American Chevrolet in Killeen, Texas is a proud supporter of Main Event Moto and invites all the Moto heads to experience the difference for all of your Chevy sales and service needs. Mention Main Event Moto and get 50% off your next oil change and a front end alignment at no charge. Remember, whether you're hauling your bikes to the weekend track, trail, or race, or commuting to the job that pays for your moto habit, we have the truck to get you there in style. Visit us online anytime at ChevyKilleen.com. That's all American Chevrolet of Killeen. Chevy, find new roads.
Main Event Moto Podcast.
All right, Vince, let's do our Scott USA Prospect listener questions. Before we do, though, I want to give a huge shout out, of course, to all the sponsors that make this thing happen for us. 2022, Vince, you don't know because I don't talk to you enough. Like, our numbers are crushing it this year. Me and Joe are beyond happy. And honestly, I think that we're doing a good job with the show, but the racing on the track is helping. Everyone's so into it right now and fired up. I talk to people during the week, and they're just, like, already people are texting me, dude, Tampa.
Yeah,
and
East Coast is going to be sick.
And I think that when the racing's like that, everyone obviously wants to tune in more because they're into it. You get late in the season sometimes and people lose interest, but the way things are going, I think we're going to be able to carry this all the way to Salt Lake, and it's going to be good. But our sponsors are pumped with us right now, and I want to give a huge shout out to them again. Fly Racing, Mika Metals, No Toil, EMT Racing, Viral Moto, Olmy Creations. That's OLMY Creations on Instagram. Look them up.
You needed to get an alcohol sponsor.
Oh, I'm working on
so
something.
We can get drunk.
Calm down a second. I got two things maybe in the works, but motosport.com, we're going to pick a gift card getter. Actually, Vincent, I'll let you choose. I got questions in my phone. If a question today entertains you enough and you think it's funny or you just like the question, let me know, and that person will win the motosport.com gift card. All-American Chevy of Killeen. Probably get a van from them, actually. I think I'm going to sell the Prius and get a Chevy van from All-American, and I'm going to make them drive it out here because I'm not going to Killeen. That's too far for me here. Screen printing done. Guts Racing. Andy Gregg last night. Man. Oh, you already went to bed. We went back. Once the bars all closed, we went back to the hotel.
I only went to bed because the wife wanted to go to bed. She's tiny, so she had a lot to drink.
Whatever.
Dude, I was ready to
Andy
rage.
Gregg. So last night, the bars shut down at 2, and we all ended up back at the Omni.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Ricky and Ralph were out. We were all out.
Text me.
Because you had already blown it for the night. We had lost interest in you.
Wasn't my fault.
You left and never even said anything. Anyways, Andy Gregg was with them. His voice.
Is he bogled out right now?
No. It was gone. He was talking to me, and he was just mouthing. There was nothing left. He time traveled so hard.
Dude, that's the worst. He's probably in so much pain.
And he was on the flight.
He was on the flight so bumpy.
Well, he was on the flight before us. I think he was on the one with Eric Nye, and they said it was brutal. They're doing 360s the whole way here.
Dude, I felt my breakfast come up at least 3 or 4 times on ours.
It was like, Scott USA, of course, the Scott USA prospect listener questions, and DRS suspension and Race Tech just killing it. Remember Robbie Baptista?
Tech. Yeah.
That's DRS. That's who does Evan suspension. So DRS suspension is based out of Madera, but they're, collab with Race Tech. Race Tech, dude, they nail it. They have, like, not branches, but they partner with suspension guys.
With Race Tech forever.
We were too as kids. But
and Scott
so he's with
forever.
My whole life, literally.
They're
Scott.
like family. I remember when I sent my resume in, I think they gave the brother deal because I sucked on a dirt bike. And
who do you know that works for Scott?
I don't know anymore.
That's pathetic.
What do you mean? I'm not even in the sport anymore.
Dave Ginolfi.
Oh,
yeah, for years now.
Oh, do you know what?
God,
I know that. Man. I know that. You're
Anyways,
right. I remember.
So Race Tech and DRS suspension collab deal. That's who does Evan's suspension. And a huge shout out to Robbie Baptista. He's Evan's guy, and he's mad at me right now.
Oh no!
I'm supposed to get in suspension to get a little reservice, and it's been a while, and it's fine. I haven't washed the bike in a while. I got to wash the bike before I give him the suspension. I haven't done that in a while.
Damn it, Daniel.
Evan literally raced Glendale and Oakland with dirt on his bike from like 4 different tracks. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And of course, I want to welcome Law Tigers. No commercial yet for them because producer Joe is dying of the coronavirus. But when he beats it, we're going to do a cool Law Tigers commercial. Actually, we have a Law Tigers segment we're going to be doing. It's going to be the Law Tigers Daniel pre-race check-in because I'm racing Salt Lake Futures. And I'm going to be giving a weekly report on what I've done to prepare. And the reason why I'm not starting this week is because I haven't started. But next week, I got some dumbbells I found in the garage. I'm gonna pull them out.
Ew.
Might do some sit-ups or something.
My very first sponsor was Scott Goggles. I got 50% off, and I was a squid.
You got 100% off all my used ones. And again, the reason why I have Law Tigers as the sponsor of that segment coming is because I need them in divorce court when I.
So, do you think there's anybody from Scott back in the day still around? See if they remembered because they sent me
Scott probably. I don't know. Right?
Oh, his name's Scott for real?
Well, duh.
I'm just kidding.
Could you imagine? You should come out with your own goggle company. Just call it Vincent.
Frank.
Call your goggle company Vincent.
Hey, my very first set of goggles I got for free from Scott were they were painted on. the American flag
Lens?
print goggle
Oh, yeah.
with a chrome lens.
I remember those. All right. Scott USA Prospect listener questions. You ready to do this? I'm going to go quick. And I'm going to hold you accountable. And remember, if it's a good one, let me know and they'll get the gift card. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. First one from 3Monkey250F. So 250F. Is Cooper going to go on a run now that he's gotten a huge boost of confidence? He races best East Coast.
Could bet on it.
See, I mean, I want to say yeah because I'm a reactive person, but at the same time, the class is too sick right now. Does he win Tampa? I'll say right now, no.
Why not?
Because this is Supercross, and I just don't know. Roxon was the worst of all these guys the last time. Roxon wins Tampa. That's my pick. And by the way, Race Day Live, you don't even know this. Do you know that at the end of every Race Day Live, we do a fantasy segment for rmfantasysx.com? Mm-hmm. And me and Jim Hawley do our picks, top 5. I said on Race Day Live, Webb would win, AC would get second, AC would lead it, and Webb would get him late. I said that on Race Day Live.
Hold on. Side question. Plessinger.
Squirrel.
He was doing really good, though.
He was all over Cooper those first laps. But
okay, yeah.
I just want to tell you, I called that whole night. And the week before, I called first and second, too. I called Tomac and Roxon. No, I just called the first 2.
Oh, okay.
Struggled after that. So I'll just say it right now because I'm on a 2-week run. Roxon wins Tampa. There you
Roxon.
go. Yep.
Because he's over it right now. He's pissed.
No, he's pissed. Now he's mad.
Red hair didn't work.
No. It'll be gone this week. He'll be full shaved this week. No, I don't know about that. I don't predict that. Anyways, but no. So you say yes. He's going to go on a run. I don't see a run happening from anyone. I think it's going to be a chess match to the end.
I'm going to say he goes on a run.
So what's a run? Wait, hold on.
I got to go take a dump.
All right.
That vodka, dude.
We'll make this quick. All right. Hey, so
I'm just kidding.
What's a run mean? How many? We have yet to see someone even win back-to-back
I
this
know.
year.
I was just going to say.
3 or more? Is that a
3.
run?
No, a run is 4, actually, in phase 10.
All right. So will anyone go on a run this year? I say no way. No one's going on a run of 4 this year. I think we'll see some back-to-backs, but I don't think we see anyone.
Here.
I don't see anyone winning 3
Let's meet in the middle.
row.
Can he go back-to-back? Is he going to go back-to-back?
He could, of course.
But you're saying Roxon.
I say Roxon.
He could easily win next weekend.
So you got it?
Yeah.
Tampa?
Yeah.
All right. Eddie Nava official. Why can't the cameras get the words exchanged between Tomac and Barsha after the main? Those would be great to develop storylines between riders. Plus, can we get a Vincent Blair reenactment of the exchange?
I did it already.
So how did it go again?
Dude, what?
Wait, who's that? I can't tell the difference. Is there a difference?
Yeah, no. That was what's so funny is that those are both the guys I make that list voice for whatever reason.
All right, so who's first?
Tomac. Tomac got in Barsha's face, right?
Okay, so let's go like this. Ready? Tomac, go.
Dude, what the hell was that all about?
Barsha.
You started it, you dumbass.
Tomac.
Yeah, but I'm trying to win, dude. You're not going to win, and you're just holding me up, dude.
Sound like Sid the Sloth. Barsha.
I'm trying to win. You suck, Tomac. Go play your video games.
Tomac.
I don't play video games, dude. There's no internet where I live.
There's no internet on the ranch.
There's no internet in Colorado, dude. Just deer and snow and no oxygen. In fact, I'm hungry.
Barsha.
Me too. Where you going?
Tomac.
My mom's gonna get me McDonald's. You wanna go?
Barsha.
Hell yeah.
We cool. There it is, Eddie. Gift card? No?
Yeah, dude, that's a good one.
As a possible?
I should get the fucking oops.
You can, it's fine. Joe won't be able to bleep it out, so sorry.
I should get the gift
sorry,
card.
kids.
Sorry, I just said
kid.
Fucking again.
Oh, and he did it twice. There
Dang it.
Stop now. Ryan Rabarge 522. DB called the AC Webb battle. Yes.
You did. Next question.
I did. Gift card for Ryan. I give gift cards when people say nice things to me.
Yeah.
Greg Fouts 216.
Greg.
You know him?
Do I know him?
Do you love him?
I love Greg.
Greg Fouts, 216. What is it going to take for @Dylan Ferrandis to stop getting booed? For someone to take him out? Thoughts? I feel last night in Oakland was just great racing. Greg, the boos weren't from the racing.
Yeah, those are
Anaheim.
They screamed for the passes.
They did. They actually liked it.
They liked it.
And then they got him on the podium and they A2'd his ass.
Man.
They A2'd his ass is what they did.
They A2'd him.
Christian Craig's out in the fans. He started it. Boo! And they all just caught on.
Oh, man, I was part of it. I was like, let's boo. Let's boo.
And,
you know what's so funny?
And you and
dude?
Eric Nye let him have it.
Dude, it was like a slow pitch, like it was starting getting low. It was like, boo. Like, damn, dude, from the depths, dude. People were pissed.
I was watching Dylan's
He needs
face.
to cut his hair, dude. He looks like a clown. He looks like a freaking clown, dude.
It's really puffy during the day, and then after the race, it's wet.
Gross, dude. Take a shower.
All right, next one, automotive ADHD. This track was a good example of why obstacles should be steep. The first rhythm after the finish line looked like there was no thought needed, and people just barreled through it hauling ass.
Agreed. They got away with this fast track by making it cool at the very end of it, but if there wasn't a setup to where, like, people who hit the whoops fast can catch up and make a nice block pass, this would have been a very boring night. I mean, honestly.
Well, the first three lanes.
The Tomac Barsha corner right before the finish because of the whoops and that rhythm. By the way, side note, remember when Webb rhythmed the whoops and decided to go on the inside in the sand and still went 3? Mm-hmm. That was like, if anyone's ever ridden a dirt bike and understands the amount of insane skill to do that.
Well, and they were doing that early, no problem, but in the main, that berm was gone. Like, dude, he did it out of nothing.
It was badass. Gave me the chills.
It was good. Leland John 1. If the championship came down to Tomac and K-Rock, and AC played a role in who would win it, who would he help more?
Why is he called K-Rock? Just because it's K-Roxon? Sounds like a radio station.
Well, there is a K-Rock. I'm pretty sure down in L.A.
I'm sure there is.
And the reason why it's K-Rock is because his name is Ken Roxon.
I know.
So,
that's a dumb one.
Okay. Who would AC help? Final round. If he had to help Tomac, his teammate, or Roxon, his buddy.
I don't know. Probably Roxon.
Dude, he rides for Kawasaki, and he's on a 1-year deal right now.
AC? He is?
Mm-hmm. His contract, this is a leftover year on his 250 contract. His last year, he had a choice to go 250 or 450. He could have stayed. He chose 450, and he carried over his contract from the 250 class. He's up at the end of the year. And we're already looking at it like, where's he going to end up? Because there's not much option out there. It's either take big money from Yamaha and... or...
That would be a good move for him. I mean, not a good... Actually, that's not a good move. He's been on...
You know what's weird, though? I look at the way he rides. He's one of the few people that I look at and go... He could ride a Yamaha really well.
Like Millsaps.
Like Millsaps did. Who else was on it? Febra, you don't know, but the guy in the GP's pretty tall guy. He rode the piss out of Yamaha. He looked great on a Yamaha. I think AC would be, but whatever. We don't need to talk about that now. But just know that Yamaha's going to offer him double what anyone else will, and he's going to have to really have a hard look in the mirror and be like, shit.
Who's not going to have a ride from Yamaha? Plessinger?
Barsha and Plessinger are both up at the end of the year. I mean, you have to imagine they're going to go after Ferrandis, and they would... If I'm Yamaha, I'm going after Ferrandis and Adam. You're going to at least try. What are you going to not try?
Ferrandis is going to...
I think they strike out on both. I think Ferrandis ends up at KTM.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think Justin Cooper ends up at KTM, too. So...
Wait. How is that going to be possible? That's too many riders.
I don't know how I let that slip through, but I let it slip through.
And what about Marvin?
Just move on. Marvin, he was there.
I had
him on Race Day Live. I was so hoping you showed up. You guys came too late, but Marvin was on about 45 minutes before you guys got there. I so badly wanted you to just walk up, and I was literally going to say, hey, Marv, see that guy down there?
That guy hates your guts.
That guy hates you.
He thinks you're a loser.
So Adam helps who? Kenny?
Yeah. It's good for his
friends for life.
Best friends for life,
Best
dude.
friends for life. DJ KT115, Coop is an absolute animal. But with all this great racing, where do you guys think Marv would be in all this? Also, I hope Dylon take the cake in Salt Lake. Give the people something to really boo about.
There's Mormons up there. They don't boo. They're good people.
They're good. All the rest of you SoCal Americans, though.
You're dicks.
You were one of them.
I know.
How would Marvin be? I'm not going to ask you that. Marvin would be right in the middle of all this. He's great. There's no question. I'm not even going to let Vincent answer.
But he falls into wins.
Tuklingi, is this the least likable set of 250 interviewers ever? Ferrandis, Cooper, and Fortner, dude.
Ask the question, just be like this.
I want to do something funny.
Just hold the clock.
So, okay, this is 2 weeks in a row that I've had Faulkner and my face halfway on the screen, and I'm sitting there, and I know everyone's laughing because I get the DM. Dude, I literally had 40-something DMs, which was just a video of me and Faulkner on the podium with people laughing at me because they know that I'm laughing too. And this week I did a bunch of nods just to do something different because last week I was froze. My face sat there.
A smile?
More like a look like, dude, come on.
Hurry up.
But this week I did the nod. But, well, I'm not going to see those guys for a long time. Luckily, I get a break from them. So I wonder which East Coast guy is going to drive me nuts starting in Tampa.
They're all so stupid.
No, they're just...
They need some sort of... Here's a question. Do you think AC went and got professional?
No.
You don't think he's practiced?
No.
You don't think he's had some...
Nope.
Come on.
No, because when we did our meetings before the season and we worked with our coach on interviewing everything, he was like he was into it. Like he was like, couldn't believe the info he was getting. He hadn't had anything before that. Go watch the interview of him when he's like 10.
I know.
He's the same dude.
You don't think his parents taught him that? This is an important thing. When you get interviewed, you need to look like a smart
I'm
human
telling you
being.
right now, it's you're born with the ability to communicate.
Well, I don't.
That's why I do
wasn't born
TV
with
and
that.
you're an X-ray tech.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't born to communicate. I remember
Except
when
for
I
when-
got
except
interviewed,
for when
I start
it's-
talking crap.
Except for when
Be like, man, tonight was good, but whoever was designing the track, dude, like, stop watering it, you idiots. And it's like the promoter right there. Sorry.
The promoter's holding the microphone.
Sorry, dude. No money for you,
No,
dude.
Adam is a gifted communicator, and you could tell when he was young. He's got it.
Yeah,
My son
he's mature.
well, he's a little bit more blunt. I don't think Evan's not political at
That's
all.
how I am.
He just says whatever he's thinking. It's usually bad.
It's like Donald Trump.
Evan is orange kid bad, man. He will say whatever and talk trash.
Orange kid bad.
Orange kid
Isn't that like
bad.
you're saying orange man bad?
That's exactly. Oh, really?
I know. I was just making sure that's what you were.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
Evan is orange kid bad without question. He just says whatever and he talks trash at all times, and no matter what, even if he's wrong, he just runs his mouth nonstop. Next one, Nate Dog 38. Can we make the show title The Return of Bam Bam? Dude, Bam Bam was getting spicy on press day with Davalos. Then he was getting spicy. Dude, when he's feeling it, he's more Bam Bam when he's feeling. And he felt it. He rode really good. I mean, it's quiet result, but he rode
I'm confused
awesome.
why Tomac would get in Barsha's face when he knows Barsha's like that, and he slammed him.
Yeah,
What do you expect? This isn't Marvin or like someone who doesn't like attack. He's an attacker, dude.
Bam Bam is on thin ice at all times, dude. Don't melt the ice.
He's like the guy on Ace Ventura when nature calls a little.
Oh, the little
Getting that
guy
little
that
fight,
beats,
dude,
that beats
like-
his ass on the second Ace Ventura.
He's like gnawing on him with his teeth.
He's chewing on him.
It's in the bone.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, what do you expect?
What do you expect, you dumbass? You're gonna get slammed by him. It was okay. It wasn't a dirty move, but it was pretty gnarly. Like Tomac came in there pretty hot, dude. He made sure that he wasn't gonna be able to do the jump, you know, and that pissed him off.
Yeah,
Pissed Bam Bam off.
it did.
Stupid. You're going down. And he did, dude. It was a cool exchange.
Next one, Jonesy736. Is there anything between Davalos and Barsha? Looked like Davalos cross-jumped Barsha pretty hard in practice, then Barsha took him out. So I heard that this actually started the week before. Barsha started with Davalos. Then Davalos hit Barsha on press day, and then Barsha was trying to get him back, and Davalos cross-jumped him, and then Barsha... The actual takeout that Barsha did on Davalos was very mellow. He just kind of got in front of him and clipped his front tire and knocked him down. It was way overly dramatized. It was not as big of a deal as y'all think, except for the fact when they were yelling at each other's face, Barsha puts his hand up, Davalos grabs him by his helmet and pushes him. Like, that was kind of cool.
Just grab the front of the helmet and start shaking.
The worst thing is, me and Ricky were talking about it. They grew up at MTF, Millsap's training facility, both of them, together.
Yeah.
They teach them kids there from the beginning to ride aggressive.
Yeah.
They've been probably taking each other out for 15 to 20 years, and now all of a sudden you're upset about it? Like, just go back to the good old days when you're on 65. You guys used to do that as kids.
That's what I'm saying. Don't let your teammate by because he'll be your enemy next year.
Then again, they are different age. I mean, Barsha's like 27, Dallas is like 37, so I mean...
What age would you wish you could be again? If you could...
I don't play that game.
Let's
Someone
just
asked
play
me
it.
that the other day.
Let's just
Someone
play it.
said, would you rather have $6 million right now or go back to being 6 years old and do it all over knowing what you know now? I'd take the money. I don't.
Because of your family and I get like...
Yeah, of course. I don't play that game.
Okay.
I wouldn't go back a day.
If
I
you could
don't
have
live
your
that way.
wife and kids, what age can you wish you were right now? But instead of your age now, but you have still everything, but you're... Like, what age do you wish you could be?
8.
So you can play with your kid?
I feel like, yeah. No, I just feel like that's where the
You're like, because Evan builds Legos like an idiot and I could be way better.
No, he's way better than I am. I just feel like that's where a lot of the bad decisions started. Yeah, just careers. I can't even think that way. My brain don't go there. I live today and tomorrow, man. I don't live yesterday.
Really?
I don't.
You
do right now because you're a golf weirdo and you wish you started this earlier. That's a different story. I have no regrets.
Always look back.
No regrets. Know what I'm saying?
You can always look back, but you can't move back.
You can make decisions for the future based on what you did in the past.
You can move forward, but you can't look forward.
Whatever. I don't know what you're getting at, why you're getting all weird, but I'm fine. I'm happy. We're good.
Okay.
I wish I wish to go back to last night and not have that last shot.
I was totally going to think like 18, you're like 8. When milkshakes were super good.
Yeah, and didn't get fat and feel bloated every time.
I feel fat right now. I drank a lot of beer.
Jonesy736, is there anything between... I just said that one. KG Money 301, we have a Lit Kid Award. Can we have the Worst Kid Award? OMFG. The rider from France, Claremont's bike, has to be the worst thing I've ever seen. It's a Cowie with a Suzuki yellow front fender. WTF. Did you see him? You probably don't even know who that is.
Mm-mm.
I barely do either. Next one, Cody Seiler.
A-Ray, dude.
Cody Seiler.
I saw him last night.
I'm not reading this one.
He's a
Cody.
big old dude.
A-Ray?
Yeah.
A-Ray, you look a little heavier this year than last year.
No, I mean, like, the last time I saw him, he was a tiny
I
kid.
think he's wearing an underneath chest protector, dude. He looks like a linebacker. Change your, I think he's wearing a chest protector underneath. It's
No, he's
good.
not.
I'm pretty sure he is. Cody
Nah, he's
Seiler,
just a big
that's a
guy.
very funny question. I'm not reading that.
What is it? Read it.
No.
Is it vulgar?
No, it's I know what he's getting at, and I'm not going.
I want to hear
Eddie
it.
Nava, I'll show you after. Eddie Nava official. Rumor is DeCoster has some say in the track. Is that true? And can that be why they tame the whoops after practice?
That would be illegal.
No, it's not Roger. I mean, I'll put it this way. They all have influence. Roger, Bobby Hewitt, Dan Fahey, Eric Keogh, they're all involved. They say their piece, but they don't make decisions based on what they say. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, unless there
And
was a consensus where like, okay,
well,
I get it.
And I remember, so Dave Prater told me this a few weeks back, that back in the day during the Ricky, Chad, James era, when they were all battling, they wanted input on the track, so they did it like a track walk with them together to see, hey, how can we make this track better? And he said it was the worst thing in the entire world because what one guy wanted, the other guy didn't. They all were fighting and arguing over the track because they all wanted it to be what was best for them. Nobody wanted it to be what was best for everybody. Chad wanted the biggest whoops of all time. James wanted quads everywhere. Ricky probably wanted more sand and outdoory types. You know what I mean? Like, he said, we learned right away, like in 2 weeks, like this ain't going to work. They're never going to come to a consensus on what to do to the track because they want different things. I know for a fact that these team managers and the riders try to have influence on the tracks. They don't. They don't. So whatever the decision with the whoops was to knock them down, it wasn't Roger. And I'll tell you this. Before the night show started with Justin Brayton, I asked him, man, were you bummed when the whoops got knocked down? He goes, honestly, no, man. That second set was brutal.
Yeah.
Like I think it's probably
your arms are already locked up from the first section,
dude. So,
You're
and
winded.
if Justin Brayton,
Yeah.
is saying no, it's okay that they went down, that tells you that it wasn't Roger doing it for Cooper. It was a consensus, like we might have overdone this set, and I think that's what it was. And they brought him down, and they ended up being the most raceable part of the track. They had the biggest influence in both main events once they knocked him down. So for those of you who wanted him to stay big, just know that both main events were decided because of the whoops and the way they became after they changed them. Then you could either jump or blitz. And Dylan was fat. Dude, it worked out perfectly. I understand what you're getting at, but
they're building different size whoops. I mean, it'd be dumb to have the same whoop section all the time. So they're making these big ones that...
And they were still gnarly.
Yeah.
Nate Dog 38's back for more. What does Faulkner really need in order to beat Dylan Ferrandis? He just says get better. but it appears Dylan has his starts down. If so, speed isn't going to be enough. Am I wrong, or does Faulkner need to learn how to be passed so that he can then counterattack? It's not a bad point. Faulkner said both weeks he didn't have a chance to retaliate.
And the lapper situation.
Yeah, but what are you going to do if you're Faulkner and you're up front? Faulkner's going to whole shot more than Dylan.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but as much as you want to say that that's part of racing, it always has been, the lapper situation kind of screwed him a little bit. There's no way to deny that.
Dylan getting enough of him to get him over the berm to where he couldn't get him back, because Faulkner will come back at him hard too if he has a chance.
Yes, and Dylan was faster, and you could see that Faulkner.
So what does he need to do then?
I don't know, because
they're
like 99.9 running on all cylinders.
Yeah, one's a 99, one's a 98, man. I guess he needs a little more. That's all.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Why
would you change anything? He's ripping.
Just take him out, man.
He needs to lay him out.
I mean, I hate to say it, but
he needs to.
You're 13 points down.
He needs to break Dylan's no fear attitude. Like, I don't care, I'll take anyone out. He needs to break him down a little bit.
Yeah,
that would be so badass if Faulkner just came in and just speared his ass, made him go flying off the berm back to France.
He'd get a standing O. People would be so confused.
He would get a standing O.
People don't like him either. They'd be like, I don't know what to do here. What do I do here? My brain is... My cables are disconnecting in the brain. Honestly, I don't like him either.
Honestly, I think that Dylan...
Which I don't understand why no one likes
Dylan has more mentally confident than Faulkner right now because of the momentum.
He is stronger. He's coming off the number one. Austin's racing his way back from an injury.
You can't beat that.
Austin,
so sometimes you got to beat it.
Okay, you know what Austin needs?
Dude.
You know what Austin needs?
Spear his ass.
You know what Austin needs?
What?
He needs these showdowns to get out front and get McElrath, RJ, Jordan, get some of those guys in between him. Give Dylan an 8th place start with all those guys, and Austin out front, Austin beats him. The problem is the West right now is so pecking ordered out that Dylan can get right into second right away, and then it's one-on-one. Austin needs to not go one-on-one with him.
Yeah, Dylan can go down
he needs some
and
help.
Still win. You know what I mean?
Right now.
Yeah.
Not in a showdown.
Faulkner needs to break him mentally. That's the only
way.
Good
luck, dude. Dylan is...
He's so dumb, you can't.
I was going to say stone cold, but...
I heard his interview after practice. He said... What he said 3 words. Oh my God, it was so bad. He said, I don't know. Yeah, for sure. Before he said a word. He, blah, blah, blah. How do you feel? I don't know. Yeah, for sure. And then started talking.
I think he said no for sure.
No, he said, I don't know. Yeah, for sure. So you for sure don't know?
You don't.
Oh, what the hell you're saying right now?
And neither do we.
Neither do
KG Money 30. Having a language barrier does not mean you're an idiot.
Oh, no,
man.
Actually, dude, being bilingual is actually smart.
Yeah, he's smarter than you, dumbass. You don't know anything. You barely know English.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah,
¿Cómo
what?
te llamas?
What?
I can speak Spanish.
Say that again?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo se?
No, ¿cómo te llamas?
What's that mean?
What's your name?
It's ¿Cómo se llamas? Not te. ¿Cómo te?
No, it's
wow.
¿Cómo te llamas?
De?
Not de.
You're an
idiot.
Not
te. It's in there. It's slang. That's how you say it.
You're embarrassing.
It's like instead of saying
KG Money 301. Also, DB. How horrible was having to interview Faulkner for about 35 minutes?
Paso.
K Paso is a good one. Mad Matty 78. Are the boos starting to become an embarrassment towards the moto community?
Hell
yeah,
no.
Hell yeah, they are. It's annoying, guys. Stop it. Even though I would bet 90% of the boos, they're smiling.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing, dude. Boo, yeah.
Boo this man.
Right after, okay, the next comment.
We are now dumber for having listened to all the things you just said.
The next comment, Brand T Money. Keep booing Ferrandis. I love it. He can pass without pushing people off the track. So F his feelings, DB. Ooh, why'd you throw that at me?
Yeah, F your feelings, dude.
And this is also, why isn't Eagle Grit a sponsor of the show? Because I'm not going to sponsor my own show, man. What do you want me to do? Write a check to myself?
Yeah, that's dumb.
Brand T Money. You want a gift card? Want to give him a gift card?
Let's do it.
Yeah. I'll do that.
T Money?
Brand T Money.
Brand?
Like
Like
a
wheat
brand.
bran?
Like a brand.
Like bread?
Brand T money.
I chance de embaraza?
Yeah, you get the gift card. Good job, buddy. Doshier Creations, DB. Do they
Why
tell
is there
you?
so much whiskey in here? Side note.
I don't know, Joe. So
One,
main
two, three,
show
four.
has gone off the rails. I haven't been on a few weeks, and there's alcohol everywhere, dude.
7
It's probably
bottles
why
of
you got-
whiskey in here.
It's probably why you got the coronavirus.
No way, dude. It's alcohol. It kills anything.
Maybe he's just
He's just showering in it.
maybe he's just had a rough night.
He did. I had a rough night.
And for those of you who haven't listened to main show at all or whatever, I'm not doing that with Joe anymore because I don't have the time. I'm just gone too much. So he has taken over the show. It's just his. And I gotta be honest. I like it so much better without me on there. Like when I was on there, I'm obviously in the middle of it all, but I love listening to it.
Did you listen to when I was on there?
Yeah, you're okay. Hobo Nick was on, and he was great. Hobo Nick's on all the time now, and he is.
I was okay.
You're all right. I mean, you bug me most of the time, so.
I know. You bug me too.
Doshier Creations, DB, do they tell you in KJ to smile and stare at the camera so awkwardly, or is that just natural creeper smile? He's talking about me and Kevin Johnson for Arena Cross. We're just creepy. That's just us.
Creeps.
Next one from DeVries 211. We gotta go fast because I'm tired, and I'm not gonna do my 250 preview because I think what I'm gonna do instead, I think I'm just gonna do my own 250 preview by myself and then have Joe put it up later in the week.
Let's do a quick one. Do you think Shane is gonna be better on the Yamaha?
Oh, Shane's racing East, huh?
Do you think Shane will be good on the Yamaha?
Yeah, he's actually my pick to win it. I got RJ Hampshire being sneaky good too.
Yeah.
Sexton, J Mart, Jordan Smith. East is gonna be awesome.
I don't
Nichols,
see J Mart winning.
He's
just gonna make a mistake.
Maybe because he's so mad right now.
His bike's got like 2-inch clearance.
Dude. I think
Shane is gonna be a weapon.
I think Shane. I don't know if Shane wins it, but I will say right now, I think Shane slaps him in Tampa next week.
Dude.
I think he wins round
I'm
one.
excited for that.
Me too. The East.
I just remembered he's racing East.
The East has like 5 guys that are all about the same, and that's awesome. And a bunch of rookies.
Name them. RJ.
Jordan Smith.
On
Pro Circuit. RJ Hampshire on Husky. Sexton and Martin both on Geico.
Yep.
And McElrath on Star. Then you've got Jimmy Dakotas. You've got Shimoda's a rookie. Swole's a rookie. Pierce Brown. TLD has 2. So TLD has Pierce Brown and Brian Moreau, 2 rookies. They're like 17 years old,
Amateurs.
both of them. Yeah, but Brown's not starting the season. He's going to miss the first couple. He just started riding again. So, and Moreau's a French kid that I know nothing about at all. I'm going to go next week and talk to him. But I heard the English is rough.
Oh, no.
So, no, and I say rough, I mean like non-existent. Like you're Spanish.
Oh,
like none.
Shoot.
And wrong.
Cuando esté cumpleaños.
So, if he's on the podium, I just hope he wins or gets third. Will, take it. Take it, Will. Hey, I'm going to literally, if he gets second at round 1, I'm going to suddenly develop a mysterious cough and have to just not be there and let Will take it. That's and Shimoda don't know much English either.
I could easily see Shane just wiping them.
I could see it too. I heard he's on rails right now. What was this last one? Oh, we're going to go fast with these because I'm tired.
Okay, me too.
DeVries 211. What is DB saying to the guys on the podium pre-interview? Does he give them a heads up on the question? Can he tell them to keep it to 15 seconds? Yes, I do tell them what I'm going to ask them on the podium. And I know that's like a mystery that I maybe shouldn't let out, but I'll just tell you guys right now. My TV coach told me it looks better for the broadcast and for yourself if you get a good answer out of these guys. So if you kind of like warm them up and get them going, then you get a good answer out of them.
And that's common.
Yes, and if you want an example of how that works, go watch Adam's interview this week. Adam knew those questions were coming. We were prepared for them. He crushed his answers. It was great. Don't judge Faulkner and Cooper and my conversations with them. They're different. They're learning. They're puppies. They don't got it yet. AC, Webb, the last 2 weeks, go listen to those interviews. Those were discussions that were happening right before we went on. It made them more comfortable. They were looser. It was a better question, better answer, better team, better for the broadcast. Okay, next one. 175 Truck Sales and Farm Equipment. He says, he just puts in all caps, mad as a hornet.
Nice. Gift card.
Oh, he already gave it to brand money.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just giving it to people who we thought.
I have one to give.
I thought We were just giving him
I think I'm going to make that the show title, though. Mad as a Hornet.
Oh, for sure.
All right. I wrote down Orange Kid Bad, but
Or
I don't think
you
that's pretty
started it.
You start with a bunch of S's and H's
Just
somehow
a bunch
mixed
of
in.
S's and H's. You started it.
Brad MCF. Faulkner needs to start winning these mains, or DB is going to have the right arm of a high schooler with unlimited Wi-Fi and parents on vacation.
Oh my God.
Brand T Money.
He's like Quagmire with a big old arm.
Brand T Money. Do I
Gift
do I
card.
give it to Brad MCF?
That was a good one. I would totally deny him because he was listening.
You're the
thinking,
guest. What do you
hey,
want to do?
He thought he got the gift card, but now he got denied.
That hurts, though, man.
Well, your comment was not as good. We jumped the gun. We admit to our mistakes. That guy gets it.
So, Brad MCF, here it is again. Faulkner needs to start winning these mains, or DB is going to have the right arm of a high schooler with unlimited Wi-Fi and his parents on vacation.
Because you're holding it for sofa. Yeah. Oh, my God. I love that.
That's really funny. Sebastian, you say, yeah, he wins it.
For sure wins.
Sorry, Brand T Money. Sebastian C. Media, why can't the track crew build a set of whoops that are big with the intention of having the riders be challenged and go through them slower like they used to?
Because it was death.
They were too bad, dude. I'm being dead honest. I walked them. They were way too big.
Yeah.
They
way
were
too bad.
By Moto Fab, I'm Vincent Blair. Please tell the story of the guy starting the wave and then tell us what happened between podium interviews and 2:16 a.m. Nothing. Vincent went to bed like a sis.
Dude. I went. That's such a lie, dude.
Send her on her way then, and you come back out.
I was planning on doing that.
Oh, I was planning on, dude. Tuck her in nicely, give her a little kiss, and come back out and party. We're down in the lobby.
I wish you would have told me that.
Dude.
I was up YouTubing golf swings.
There it is. XOXO Lindsay. What the heck happened to Anderson? I know he had the wheel issue in the heat, but the main event finish out of the most... that main event finish out of one of the most consistent top 5 finishers in the field this year was one of the top stories of the night that I felt just went untalked about. Yeah, in the moment, we didn't know that Brayton took him out. We found that out afterwards.
Anderson
Yeah.
Take out, yeah. I'm fading right now really hard, dude.
Yeah.
I have 1 foot in my grave.
I only have one more left anyway, and I don't want to do it. Tired.
Read it.
No,
Just
it's
finish
a
it.
long one, and I'm tired.
What does it say?
All right.
Never mind. I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
We're done.
Huge shout out to Fly Racing, Mika Metals, No Toil, EMT Racing, Viral Moto, Ole Me Creations, Motosport.com, American Chevy, All American Chevy of Colleen, Screen Printing Done, Guts Racing, Scott USA, DRS Suspension with Race Tech, and of course, the Tigers.
Dude,
the Law Tigers that are keeping me safe while I'm getting ready to race Salt Lake City. And
baby.
I'm threatening Maggie. They're writing me up divorce papers.
Just in case.
Just in case he wants to get
I wish I
mouthy.
partied with Andy Gregg.
Oh,
Damn it.
you wouldn't have been able to talk to him. He had nothing left.
I had a whoa voice pretty bad.
He had
I'm surprised I even have a voice.
nothing left. Vince, thanks for coming in. I'm worried about Joe.
Me too. Should we go in there and get him some chicken nudie?
He's got coronavirus, bro. I'm not going anywhere near that house. In fact, damn it, his mic's been about 2 inches from my mouth this entire time.
I dare you to lick it. I dare you. Lick it. Oh my God, you licked
Here's my nose, you dumbass. Episode 153 is over.
Main event motor. Screw it. You know it by now.